Hello. So I woke up today and realized that we are on day 50 of being in this house. Although if you include spring break, which was technically before social isolation for us, we're actually on day 57. We've been in our house for 57 days. That's a lot to digest, even for an introvert. So yeah, 57 days in the house, and I don't mean that as a complaint, and I hope I don't come off as whiny about it. It was more just shocking to wake up this morning and see that it's been almost 2 full months. In some ways it feels like it's been less than that, and in some ways it feels like it's been much longer than that. So it's just interesting, particularly because I'm fairly introverted, so it's not emotionally or physically difficult for me to be here. I mean, I do miss seeing people and I do miss going places, but for the most part, I'm fine. I'm fine hanging out at home. I have the 2 people I love with me, and it could be much, much worse. Now, it has been interesting to see Lauda and Ani cope with this because they both very much like going and doing social things, which I know is kind of funny because Ani's not even a year yet, but we were used to going to baby time and shopping and parks and playgrounds and all of that stuff. So it's been interesting trying to keep her busy here at the house. Interestingly enough, late last week, I came down with like a stomach virus, so that's what we're pretty sure it was because I didn't feel great, all stomach related issues, and I had a really low grade fever, but no other symptoms. Luckily, it coincided with Lauda having a long weekend at work, so she was able to be with Ani all day Friday, which was sort of the peak of me not feeling well, and I was able to just take it easy and get to feeling better. But I did find that being sick during a time where we're stuck at home was an interesting experience. I'm a fairly low maintenance sick person, other than I really like to have like popsicles and Powerade or Gatorade, and we opted not to have Lauda go try to find those because I was gonna have to either like be in more contact with Ani than we wanted me to be, or she was gonna have to take her, and neither one of those seemed right for us. So I just soldiered on. It was fine. It wasn't great, but I got by. Obviously, I'm feeling better. I was really feeling better by Saturday and perfect by yesterday, which was Sunday. It also did have us have a weekend where we felt okay, just taking it slow all weekend, which was a nice change of pace because we definitely had a lot of projects and to-do lists for the spring, and obviously those were put on hold because we don't want to go shopping for the materials that we need to do those things. And I think in some ways that spilled over to us feeling like we need to have these kind of productive weekends. And a weekend of just taking it easy and lounging and playing with Ani was exactly what we needed. All that said, what have we been up to over these 57 days? Pretty much it's just the consistent routine of getting up, playing with Ani all day, trying to do some housework as the day goes on, and keeping the house at least reasonably quiet when Lauda's either in a meeting or on phone calls, which is a lot of the time. For her, it has been a lot of trying to coordinate chaos of being a special ed teacher and doing that online. And also, she has been killing it with the eBay game. We had a fairly big stock inventory, whatever you want to call it, of things that we needed to list that we just hadn't done. So she's been doing that. And things have been selling a little more steadily recently. And Ani's been Ani. Lots of reading, lots of playing, wanting to go outside all the time, which we try to do, but we've had really weird weather where it's either like too cool and rainy or like really hot, like upper 90s. And we don't have a lot of shade in our backyard where she plays, so we're gonna have to figure something out for that. Also, we're planning her first birthday party. It won't really be a party, it'll just be us, but we're trying to make it a little bit special. We had ordered her a really cool sand and water table, which now doesn't seem to be, I don't know, coming through on time. We just got a message that said that we'd be emailed when it's shipped, with no expected date. So we're gonna have to think about either canceling that and getting something else, or just writing it out and waiting for it to come. And other than that, not a whole lot else. I have been job hunting. Our initial plan was for me to go back to work in June, and then Lauda would stay home with Ani during the summer, and then we'd try to find some childcare options. But with everything that's going on, there are not as many job postings listed that I'm interested in anyway. So for now, I'm still looking, just not putting as much pressure on myself because there isn't as much out there as I would hope that there would be. So we'll see how it all plays out. And yeah, this is going to be a short video, just a little update. And hopefully tomorrow we'll be back to our regular uploads. Bye!